How you doing today, Mr. Charles?
All right, how you doing?
I'm doing well. So I'm gonna explain a little bit how today's session is gonna go. What I'm gonna have you do is to just tell me a little bit about yourself so we can get to know one another, and then I'll have you. I would like to find out about what your days look like or the last time that you may have felt depressed, and then I want to find out a little bit more about your difficulties. And then, we can talk about how we're going to move towards change, and then I'll ask for feedback. Is that all right?
All
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
right. Well, I just feel depressed. I've been going through some things, experiencing things different every day. I just feel like I need to seek some professional help.
So, are you a father? Are you a husband? Or, tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm a father. I got one child, but I'm not married. I'm not still in a relationship with my child's mom.
Mhm. Okay. Are you working anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me a little bit more about your depression. I know you said you haven't been feeling as you should, and you think you needed professional help. So, can you describe a day to me, or maybe the most recent time that you were feeling, depressed heavily? Describe it to me.
Well, no, I can't really describe it. It's just something that happened. I mean, it is what it is. People tell you to go to school and do all this, and then when you graduate and you get degrees in your certain field, you still can't get a job. You still end up working warehouse, live a minimum wage, got to pay child support that costs more than your rent. There's no way to survive. It's just then on top of going to school, you accumulate debt. It's just you can't win for losing. I mean, they tell you to do things to put yourself in positive situations, but when you're doing these positive actions, you only get negative results. I mean, I ain't getting no help. Then on top of 50% of my check being taken to support my child, which I'm happy and fond of, because that's what I'm live for, and I put my child on this earth, so I should take care of him.
Mhm.
But I can't even see her when I want to. I got to put up with different rules in the courts on weekends. Who want to be a weekend dad? My child live every day. I want to see my child 7 days a week, not two. Then the child mom is just belligerent. Even though she still receiving these payments, I still got to put up and you know act like I'm her father too. She don't want to. It's just hard. Then like I said, you got to go to work every day and be. I work at FedEx, and the job I do is with boxes and a lot of hard manual labor. I went to school business. I'm trying to eventually one day become a manager out there. But like I said, I've been there 3 years and I've been applying for different jobs, and I got on the one with college background, and I'm still not getting pulled because you gotta know somebody, and it's just backwards.
Mhm. I can see where you're coming from, Mr. Charles. Let's kind of summarize, what you said, so I can make sure I didn't miss anything or get anything mixed up. But seems like some things that could possibly be making you feel depressed is, feeling like you're paying your child's mom and not only paying for your child, and being a weekend dad, not being able to, see your child more often than just on the weekend with the court rules and things like that. And then you talked a little bit about you being in debt from, going to college and furthering your education. And although you went to college, you're still, working a minimum wage job. And if we could narrow down to one thing, what's the one thing you would like to focus on this session?
Just had to live with all these negative results, even though I'm putting forward positive action. I'm still just getting negative results.
Hmm. So, of those things that I listed, what is one thing that we can focus on this session to kind of dig deeper into those feelings?
I don't think it's one thing you can really just focus on. It's just a combination of everything.
Okay. So let's kind of take it back to yesterday. Can you give me a time of when you felt depressed yesterday?
Yeah, having to go to work. Yesterday was payday. Got paid yesterday. Had to go to work, put in 8 hours. Ended up doing overtime because it's like peak season. And like I said, I was supposed to attend my child the play that she had at school, but I couldn't even do that because I had to go to work. It was just a normal day. Like I said, you doing positive things, but you still getting negative results. It's just a wrestle, you know. Now I can, see why some people, not saying I'm going through this, but I can definitely see why some people, may think it's okay to kill themselves. But I mean, it's just a lot. It's a lot that it can be on your mind, and it's just a big toll.
So have you ever had suicidal thoughts?
No, I just told you that. But like I said, I can see how people can do that because of the situation that I'm faced with.
Okay, so let's focus on maybe being a weekend day and not having that time to spend with your child as you would like. On a perfect day or a perfect week, what would it look like between you and is it a daughter?
Yes.
Okay, on a perfect week, what would it look like?
A perfect week is me seeing my child 7 days a week, seeing my child every day. And none of that has happened since she's been born. She's been born 2 years.
And within those
There ain't no
seven,
perfect days.
okay, and within those 7 days, what type of things would you all do?
Child things the same way. Like I said, I never did have a relationship with my parents, but just the basic stuff. Tucking her in, waking up in the morning, putting her to sleep at night, feeding her, changing her clothes, making sure she's good, talking to her, laughing, playing, read, all those type of things is what we'll be doing.
Okay, and do you all get a chance to do those things on the weekend when she come over?
Briefly,
So tell me some of those things that you all get to do over the weekend.
I just told you, read to her, wake up, take her to church. When I do get on weekends, we only get 2 days. We in church, like I said, maybe 6 hours. So that takes away time because after service is over with, I return her to her mother. So she can have time to prep her for school the next morning. So I really don't even get 48 hours. I really would say I mainly maybe get 24 to 30 hours with my child
Oh,
personally a week.
okay, and on the weekend when you have the opportunity to tuck her in and cook her breakfast and watch her favorite show with you, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great because, like I said, those positive results that I've been working to build a great life for her, I feel like I'm providing to her because she's living proof. She's in my face. Yeah, I know child support is cool because the money is being taken directly out of my check, but I don't know how the income is being spent on her well-being. Her mom maybe do with it what she shouldn't. But I can't speak on it because I can't control it. But it makes me feel great, being able to wake up, see her sleep, feed her, 'cause that's what I want to do. That's why I want to live, continue to live. And that's why I say I can't even fathom suicide, because if I do suicide, those 30 days, a week that I'm getting to turn to none. And it ain't fair to her. So I got to always, even though it's negative results that I got to wrestle with and try to believe with, I got to continue this, and it's just rough.
So it sounds like when your daughter is around on the weekend, it sounds like maybe your spirits are up and you enjoying it, you having a good time. Seems like you guys are pretty happy, but kind of towards during the week when she's not there is when you kind of feel that depression or have those negative thoughts. Would that be correct?
Like I said, I still had those negative results with with her, because I know she got to be returned. It's like somebody leasing you. I don't want to compare my child to a vehicle, but it's like somebody leasing you a vehicle to get back and forth to work every day. You want your own vehicle. You don't want nobody leasing you nothing. And I feel the same way with my child. How somebody gonna lease me my child? You know, this just tough. And then you plead your case in these courts. but they don't want to believe you. You know, they just want to speculate on what the mother tell them and different things of it. You know, and which is totally negative. You know, because you even when I was in a relationship with my child mom, you know, she the reason. You know, I hate to put it, but she the reason. You know, for her infidelities is why we were not together. And you know, and during those times, we formed a child. You know, and she know that I'm the better parent. But like I said, money and greed, you know, people will use your child for a pawn, and it's sickening that the courts don't even see that. You know, it's just sickening. You know, it's just sickening.
But when you all spend time on the weekend,
You know, like I said, it's good,
it's
but
good.
when I go to sleep that night, it ain't because you know, I know my time is gonna be short. You know, but I cherish each day. You know, I don't never let my child see that. I let my child see nothing but being a positive spirit because, you know, she only gets to see me 3 days a week, and who knows what a mom is telling her about me. You know, I hope it's great thinking, you know, because by means, all means, I'm a great guy. You know, like I said, I'm taking these positive chances. You know, I chose to go to school. I chose to go the slow route. You know, but I got friends and family that's getting money fast. And if you know what I mean fast, I mean illegal, you know. So it's different measures that I could be doing, you know. But like I said, I'm not, there's not even an option for me.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about how we could change those, thoughts and feelings throughout the week. Do you have any suggestions on how we can change your thoughts and feelings throughout the week?
Yeah, maybe you might know someone in the course, or maybe you can point me in the direction of someone who can try to help me get full custody of my child. You know, but I don't want to bash the child's mom in the process of doing it. I just want first shake of my child.
Okay, that's a good idea. Have you ever thought about maybe possibly calling her or FaceTiming her during the week? Do you all have any communication throughout the week?
Yeah, I speak with her, and as well as my child grandparents. You know, I talk to them. Because they know without a shadow of effect the type of man that I am. But as I stated, you know, when you don't want to work and when you comfortable with just, you know, you knowing somebody gonna pay you, well, you know you gonna receive some funds for your child every month. You know, you don't want to cut that off. You know, so this is what
So
it is.
tell me what the communication looks like during the week. Do you all talk, once a week throughout the week, or
The
do you
only
just kind of
communication
check
I
in
have with
with
is when
her?
I reach out to her to let have my child done that day.
Mhm.
So that's it. That's the only communication I have. But I call them like, how my daughter today come out today, and
Mhm.
know, and I asked her how she doing as well. You know, because her mind said she with my daughter all the time. So, and if she feel like anything she going through with her life, she can talk and vent to me. Cause I'd rather her do that to me than my child. Rather
Mhm.
her talk to me about issues than her child. You know, some people, even though they little kids, they talk to them like they grown because they tell them they business. So I
Mhm.
just don't want to be that person.
Okay. So do you think possibly this week you could, maybe talk to your daughter on the phone or maybe have a FaceTime call?
I mean, my daughter's not old enough to, have those type of experiences with me yet. She about to turn 3, so it's just not too much she can communicate right now. You know, that's why I said I'm trying to jump in early and try to get custody for, you know, she reaches that age. Cause
Well,
that's
you
not
know it.
something I want to do. I don't want to FaceTime my child and we stay in the same state. I don't want to talk to her on the phone and we stay in the same city. I don't want to do that.
Right. At the age of 3, she's able to recognize your face. She's able to recognize your voice. She knows that you're her dad and she knows that you're a good dad. And I understand what you're saying. You don't want to have to, call on the phone and things, but we're just talking about small steps until we get to the ultimate goal of yours.
Yeah,